Aloha everybody, I am back with the Sonic Mania playthrough after Sonic Forces is over, because this DLC came out afterwards, and it's kind of a continuation of Forces, I suppose. And this is Sonic Mania Plus. This is the enhanced version of Sonic Mania that came out with 2 new playable characters, as well as an entire bonus campaign that I'm going to be playing for you guys here today. So just to recap, in Sonic Mania, we got all the gold medals. Look how shiny they are. Aw, yeah. We did our adventure with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and now we're going to be doing it with... Oh, wait a minute. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, in Encore mode, we are going to be playing along with Ray the Flying Squirrel and Mighty the Armadillo, characters who haven't really been a part of Sonic in, I want to say about 24 years. Now, this playthrough is going to be very similar to the original, so I wanted to bring a guest along this time around. So, introduce yourself.
I'm so excited.
Nice to see you.
Hi.
So excited.
Hi, nice to meet you too. Hi, I'm back. I'm Caro. I really love Sonic Mania, and yeah, I really like this game.
Good news, Sonic. You're in a good game again.
Oh, no. Reliving the glory days again.
And we're actually starting off in a completely new zone that has been in a previous game before, but it's a new zone for Sonic Mania. We're actually in Angel Island Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the first stage of Sonic 3, and if I know that stage well... Like, what the...
What a travesty. This is awful.
There's supposed to be a breakable wall here so I can get to one of the special stage rings. Come
Shake
on.
my head. That's awful.
Oh god, what? Sonic Mania Plus is the worst game ever. Encore mode is a travesty. Good lord.
Sonic Mania Plus is cancelled.
So yeah, we start off as Sonic, who's just gotten back from his adventures of helping out Modern and our favorite rookie character, Clement the Great. But now he's back to help out some people who have been trapped for 24 years, I guess. Where the hell have you guys been? Like, literally, Ray the Flying Squirrel made his debut in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a 1993 arcade game. Never did anything past that. Mighty the Armadillo came back for Knuckles Chaotix. He was also in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, but he came back for Knuckles Chaotix. And then after that, he just disappeared off the face of the earth. And aside from like some references in City Escape with Sonic Generations, we haven't really seen these two in quite a while. So right up front, when you free them, you actually have to choose which one of them you want to play as. And then the other one turns out to be the heavy magician in disguise. So I'm going to play as Mighty the Armadillo first off, because he's the easy mode of this game, basically.
You picked the best character. I love Mighty out of the two.
I thought you preferred Ray.
Well, I love them both.
I could have swore from the amount of gushing you've done about Ray that you just preferred him as a character. I'm shocked. I'm shocked, I say.
Well, maybe I like both equally.
But Mighty the Armadillo is pretty unique because spikes don't hurt him immediately. He can actually protect himself with his hard armadillo body from spikes the first time you land on them. So that's pretty fun, pretty neat, and oh god.
Oh no.
The hard-boiled heavies are back, and we're going through Sonic Mania again.
Well, there are some differences in this playthrough, but for the most part, it's literally just the same game again.
Absolutely.
The color scheme is different. So it's all sunset now, instead of the usual daytime that you see in the Mania mode.
Oh, we're in Sunset Hill from Sonic Advance 3. That's cool.
I was gonna say.
It had the exact same music track, so I'm not wrong.
It did, yeah.
It was just a different version of Green Hill's theme. I'm telling you, play Sonic Advance 3 and you'll know what I'm talking about. But the other ability Mighty the Armadillo has is this ground pound move, and you may have saw it when we started Green Hill. It can actually knock item boxes out of trees and stuff, which is pretty darn useful. And certain enemies, the ground pound can actually plow right through them, whereas with other characters like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, it wouldn't have done anything. And with Encore mode, we have, yet again, special stage rings to find because we have to recollect the Chaos Emeralds once again. But this time around, they are not for beginners. Oh, no, no, no. Now, I know a lot of people actually had some issues playing the special stages with the original campaign. Some people actually found that pretty difficult, getting used to the movement and how to jump over things and stuff. But I really loved the special stages, and I got so used to them that it's like second nature to me. It's just like breathing.
Same here, yeah. Like, the special stages in Mania are probably my favorite in the series. I just love how it controls. I love how it's different from, like, the other games. It's something new, and it honestly, like, it worked. It's great.
And so, with Encore mode, they decided, like, okay, everyone's used to these things by now. Let's crank up the difficulty. Let's make this a lot harder. So, you're going to see these special stages. I actually have to take a while to catch up to the UFOs this time around because, yeah, they certainly make these tracks a lot harder to navigate. It is so much easier to fall into the pits. It is so much easier to lose your rings by constantly running into bombs and spikes and stuff. And some people actually were like kind of put off by the difficulty when they played Encore mode because it was just like, I already had trouble with the first game's special stages. Now these ones are impossible. What the hell?
There are a lot of hard turns here.
Oh, yeah.
That's what usually screws me up.
If you weren't doing shortcuts before in the previous special stages, you're going to have to start doing shortcuts now because you really need to hit some corners, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, but me personally, I still love it. This is what I want. This is the optimal difficulty for what I want from these special stages. So I am as happy as a clam.
I would be as happy as a clam if I actually got through all the special stages, because that's something I still have to do.
Oh my god, Caro.
It's hard. It's so hard.
I know, it's just, you know, the DLC came out last year. I figured you would have done it by now, that's all.
Look at you, Mr. the Great Clement, this, you know, speeding through all these special stages.
Well, what do you know, I'm just great. What do you want?
Not all of us are blessed with good hand-eye coordination.
Not everyone is a god at video games. But one thing you'll also notice is that the special stage rings are in different locations this time around. So if you're really familiar with how the tracks, with how the levels are in Mania mode, and you know where all the special stages are for that particular mode, in Encore mode you're going to be thrown for a loop because they are in completely different places. And I should probably explain what the heck's going on here because I'm playing with Mighty and Sonic, and I keep collecting other characters. You can see in the bottom left corner, I have Mighty, Sonic, Tails, and Ray. And now I'm going to hit this little box over here, and Sonic turns into Tails! And now I can fly around as Tails!
Wow! But yeah, if you hit the boxes with the, like, you know, reverse sign on them, then you can switch to the characters that you have on the bottom left corner.
Yeah, whichever character hits the item box is going to be the one who gets replaced. So if you want to keep someone, switch them out to destroy those boxes, basically. Also, unlike the Mania playthrough, I am going to be getting all the Chaos Emeralds immediately, just so I can get through them as fast as possible, and so I don't have to worry about them for the rest of the playthrough. So, yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm going to get all the Chaos Emeralds by the end of Part 2. This one's kind of annoying just because, like, the spikes go back and forth, and when you're at Mach Speed 1, it is so easy for them to catch up to you and run into you, so you have to, like, jump over them. It's like, ah, God.
This one gave me a lot of trouble. Like, when you get up to Mach 3, like, it's so easy to screw up those hard turns.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, the duo combination in Encore mode is kind of interesting because, like, you actually get to switch between the characters on the fly. Like, you know, normally when you play as Sonic and Tails in any of the other games, in Sonic Mania's Mania mode even, you don't get to choose to, like, become Tails, you know? You can kind of get him to lift you around, like, as an assist buddy, but you don't get to actually actively take control of him and just fly around as him. Whereas in Encore mode, you can do that. If you have Sonic and Tails, you can push the top button, triangle, and you'll just immediately switch to the other character. And this allows for any kind of combination you want. Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic and Ray, Sonic and Mighty, Tails and Mighty, Tails and Ray, whatever you want. Save up your... Oh, God!
Oh, no! see, it's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it is so easy to get hit by the spikes in the Encore mode, like special stages, if you're going super fast.
It's so easy to keep losing rings so quickly when you're not paying attention. It's like if you hit a bomb and then you just hit spikes immediately, there's like no invulnerability period. You just go pump combo. Ah!
You can lose so many rings in like a few seconds. It's ridiculous.
It gets me nervous. Booyah. So yeah, otherwise the level design in Encore mode's not too drastically different. I mean, people will say it's harder, and yeah, it's harder, quote unquote, but I don't think it's like so much so that it's like completely impossible or anything. I wouldn't call this like... I hesitate to call Encore mode a hard mode, you know what I mean? It's just different.
I like calling it more slightly difficult because for the most part, the boss battles are still the same.
Uh-huh.
So like, it's not like a super difficult mode.
And I could see the difficulty being in the live system, because you'll notice I've collected 100 rings, but we don't actually get lives for that. There's no 1-up boxes anywhere in the levels this time around. So what you have basically is like your characters are your lives counts. So if I die as Mighty, I'll switch to Ray, and I'll switch to Sonic. I'll switch to the other remaining characters. And then if all of your characters are gone, that counts as a game over.
Yep.
But here we are, folks. The duo who have been gone for 24 years. Aw, yeah.
It's my boy, Ray! Ah! So beautiful. I'm so happy.
See, when you talk about him like that, I assumed he was your favorite. But yeah, Ray the Flying Squirrel has a pretty unique ability. If you hold the jump button in the air, he actually extends his wings, and you can actually kind of tilt up and down, and kind of manipulate him and get over large gaps with him that way. So it's not quite like how Tails or Cream fly around. It's very, very different. A lot of people like to equate it with like the feather from Super Mario World, like the yellow cape power-up.
It's very similar to that, yeah.
Where it's like you get a big boost of speed, you're gonna fall eventually unless you can kind of like lift up and get some air a little bit. And unlike Mario in Mario World, I don't think you can maintain it forever, but then again, I'm not a big speedrunner expert of Ray's play style. I feel like he loses steam eventually. But it's unique. It's unique. You know, he still can't, you know, bounce on spikes or anything like Mighty the Armadillo can. But plus the flying ability actually gets you a little bit extra height, so you can actually reach places a lot higher than other characters would as well. So if you're trying to reach a higher platform, sometimes it's just good to like extend your wings and then you go just a slight bit higher, and then you're all good. You're hunky-dory.
Yeah, the thing with Ray is that, from my experience, so long as you're, like, when you're controlling Ray, so long as you're diving down with, like, a lot of distance, you can go up pretty far.
Yeah. Something I like to do is cut through the grass. You know, I don't stick to the roads. I will go through the grass, constantly jumping, because that does help a lot. You know, like I said, don't just go where the roads are. Go where the UFO is. Go where the UFO is currently going to go, you know? Try and get ahead of him. Try and, you know, beat him to the chase, you know?
What Clement's saying is, you have to cheat. You gotta cheat your way through the special stages.
Hey man, the Chaos Emeralds have untold power. They can make you invincible and a god. I mean, you gotta cheat to get that stuff. Come on. But yeah, all the levels are going to be changed a little bit color-wise. No new remixes some music-wise. It's pretty much the same stuff we've already heard. Some some people might be asking, why am I even doing an Encore mode playthrough? Well, because it's the end of the Sonic retrospective, and I wanted to do it because, you know, Mighty and Ray have been gone for 24 years, and they haven't been seen in a video game in forever, and I wanted to give them the spotlight that they're deserved. And, you know, this is probably going to be the last platforming adventure I play Sonic-wise for a while, because there hasn't been a new announcement for another Sonic game. We're recording this in September. There hasn't been a new announcement of another platform Sonic game yet, so hey. Don't you want to watch? I brought back Caro for you guys, come on! You all love Caro!
No, Clement just wants to use his playthrough as an excuse. Oh god, what happened? Anyway, Clement just wants to use his playthrough as an excuse to not play my most requested Sonic game, Sonic Schoolhouse, which you will not play. You need to play it. If someone can get Clement a copy of Sonic Schoolhouse, you will make me the happiest person ever. You need to do it.
Why do you punish me so? Why?
Hey, it's a Sonic game. It's part of the. It should be part of the retrospective. That is all that I'm saying. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm not showing off these things normally because this is a different second playthrough, so I'm just gonna speed through as quickly as I can. So when you're Mighty, Death Egg Robot is a bitch. Yep. Really easy when you just get under him and keep jumping into him. Whatevs.
Mighty can make anyone his bitch, as you'll see in this playthrough.
Alright folks, this duo's been gone for 24 years, so we're going to be sticking with them, and they're going to be coming back for part 2. See you then.